All right. Okay. I'm so pumped. Okay. So I want to share a video with you guys first. Tell me what y'all see right now. YouTube? Can you see YouTube?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thanks. Okay, here we go. Tell me if you can hear this.
Yep.
I'm going to start over. Woohoo! Are y'all motivated? Okay, so I wanted to start it off with that video because I wanted to get you guys pumped up for this. So I wanted to do a session about not giving up and pushing through when things seem really tough, because if you haven't realized yet, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. They were trying to get us more motivated. Okay, so anyways, I wanted to get on here and talk to you about pushing forward and like persevering and not giving up and going for it, because like if you haven't realized yet already, like you're gonna hit like times in this business where you feel like you're just spinning your wheels and you feel like you're just planting a ton of seeds, you're talking to a ton of people, and it's like nothing's happening. And you know, I have a couple of girls on my team, and me included, that kind of just like you just feel that way. Like it's just like you work so hard and you're wondering, where are these people? Well, I watched a video by Jade Hooper. She's like one of my favorite girls I love to watch. And she was talking about how it takes her 3 to 6 months to actually close a lead. And so she was talking about like what a lead was. What is a lead? So a lead is a person. It's anybody. And when I was in real estate, like I used to have to pay for leads. No one taught me how to get leads. I had no idea how to get leads. All of their, like every time you talk about leads, everyone would tell you you have to go buy leads to be successful in real estate. And real estate's expensive. It's an expensive thing to get into. It takes a lot of your money, a lot of your time. Anyways, so she was talking about how we teach you how to get leads for free, and that's talking to people. She said there was like 1 billion people on Facebook Messenger alone, okay? So like there's plenty of people to talk to. So you're gonna have like your warm market, which is your friends, your family, your cousins, your teachers, your, you know, people you've crossed paths with some point in your life. That is your warm market. You always want to start there. That's how you get your leads. Then after that is your cold market, and that comes from adding people. And I'm talking about like adding people and adding people and adding people. And I think that like that is the key. Like you can't talk to the same people over and over and over. Girl, I had a girl that did this business with us. And she would always talk to me about how frustrated she was that she wasn't signing anybody. And every day I would ask her, have you added anybody to your network? And every day she hadn't added anybody to her network. That's why this is network marketing. Like, you have to add people to your network. So I didn't mean to get off on that tangent, but I did want to address that. But anyway, she said it takes her 3 to 6 months to close a lead. So just to put that in perspective. And so that means like somehow you have to find your number. Like, either like you have to talk to 100 people, and out of those 100 people you sign one. So if you know that you need 3 distributors and 4 loyal customers, which is their steps to success, then you need to find out what your number is. What your number is of how many people that you need to talk to get that number. And for some of you, it may be more, and for some of you, it may be less. For me right now, like, I feel like my number's getting smaller and smaller because I'm just pushing so much harder. I'm talking to way more people. I'm growing my network way more. I've been doing this longer. So I've been building relationships for a long time. So now I'm starting to reaping that. So it does take time. And I, like, a lot of times when people come in this business and they just like, boom, like, they're ambassadors, is because they had a network, guys. They had a network to start with. So good news is there's people out there that have a network. So find those people that have a network and friend them and build relationships with them and ask them to be a part of your team. But for those of us who don't have a network, this is great because you can build a network. Jade Hooper, the reason why I love her so much is because she started with no network, with no money, no skills, didn't know how to do this, and she just rocked this business. And how she rocked this business is adding a ton of people to her network and talking to a ton of people and following up. I think the part where I always miss the mark is I would follow up about 3 or 4 times, and then after that, I would stop following up. Well, it takes 7 to 14 times to follow up with somebody. Just like Jade was saying, it takes her 3 to 6 months to close a lead. So if you talk to 300 leads this month, just think in 2 more months, those 300 people are going to start, getting on board, right? So like, you have to think of it in that terms. Like, right now you're planting a ton of seeds and persevering through that. So when you feel like you're just working a whole bunch and you're not making a lot of money and you're not having anything, happening, just know that it's coming. You have to be consistent and persistent. And what I mean by that is you have to post every day. You have to add to your network every day. You have to talk to people every day. And you have to follow up with people every day. That is the key to this business from what I've learned from so many leaders, and they will all tell you the same thing. And so there's no secret sauce. There's no special person that has to do this. Anybody can do this business. It's totally up to you. And my thing tonight was I really wanted to talk about pushing forward. And the reason why I'm so fired up about this is because I just had a girl recently decide to put this on hold. And you're going to learn that people are going to come and go in this business, and that's totally fine. But I felt like she was totally letting go of a ton of potential that she had. And I really felt like she was destined to be in this. And I feel like she was running away and making excuses because it got hard. And that's the part that really frustrated me. Because when it gets hard, you have to keep pushing because that's when your next breakthrough is going to be. And honestly, when you quit, when it gets hard, you're just saying that you're just another statistic. It's because you're not willing to push forward. And great things, successful people are those who keep going when it gets hard. Are those whenever they're so tired, whenever those that don't want to do the work after they've had such a crazy day. Like, trust me, I was up all last night. I was sick. But I still got up today and I still worked my business because this is something that I want and I'm going to keep pushing forward. So the reason why I want this is because I have a why. Okay, and I remind myself of that why every single day. So if you don't have a why, you need to figure it out. Figure your why out right now, why you're doing this business. And keep pushing till you get that for your family. Because what are you going to tell your kids or your husband or your friend or whatever? Oh, sorry, honey, it got hard, so I'm giving up on my dream. But hopefully you'll do better. Something that I'm learning in Chase the Giants chase the giants. Chase the lion is that our dreams, our hard work is passed down to generation to generation. And when we aren't doing our fulfilled destiny that God's planned for us, that means that, you know, we're getting in the way of God doing that for somebody else. And, you know, not to say that he won't continue to do that. He'll find somebody else to fulfill that for him. But he had destined you to do that. But because it got hard and you decided not to do it anymore, then, you change the course of that. But, I really think that, sorry, I lost my train of thought, but chase the lion. Yeah. So don't give up, because like, I think of my kids, like I think of my kids, like I want them to know that like I pushed so hard and I fought so hard for their future, because what I'm trying to create is a legacy for them. Now, a lot of times in this business, like your goal may not be the same as my goal. Like my goal is a big goal, but your goal may not be that big, and that's okay. If your goal is to make an extra $500 to $600 a month, then let's do it. But don't give up on that, because it's possible and anybody can do it. And what else was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna read the Chase the Lions thing. Okay, so this is like the mantra of Chase the Lions. I'm going to read y'all. Sorry, I thought I had it open. Okay, the manifesto. Okay, it says, quit living as if the purpose of life is to arrive safely at death. Run to the roar. Set God-sized goals. Pursue God-given passions. Go after a dream that is destined to fail without divine intervention. Stop pointing out problems. Become part of the solution. Stop repeating the past. Start creating the future. Face your fears. Fight for your dreams. Grab opportunity by the mane and don't let go. Live like today is the first day and the last day of your life. Burn sinful bridges, blaze new trails, live for the applause of nail-scarred hands. Don't let what's wrong with you keep you from worshiping what's right with God. Dare to fail, dare to be different. Quit holding out, quit holding back, quit running away. Chase the lion. And I just kind of wanted to share a few things with you guys. So, a lot of successful people faced failure. And there's one thing I've learned throughout my course, even before I even got into this business, feeling like a failure, like it only made me stronger. So most people who are successful have felt that failure because it only fueled them to make them be better and stronger. And so I just wanted to like read a couple of them to you, which I know you all know. Like Bill Gates, he watched his first company crumble. What would have happened if he would have stopped? For example, what would have happened if I would have stopped the first time somebody was negative towards me? What would have happened for me now? What's going to happen in the future if I would have not kept going? George Steinbrenner bankrupted a team. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity. Steve Jobs was booted from his own company. Milton Hershey started 3 candy companies before Hershey's. And those are just a few. There's several more, but I just wanted to share that with you guys because even when you feel like you may be failing, or maybe when you feel like you can't press forward and you feel like it's going nowhere, that's whenever you're gonna hit your next stride. That's whenever you're gonna what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, but that's when you're going to find your next breakthrough. That's whenever, when the going gets tough, is whenever, you're learning a lesson and it's making you stronger for you to push forward, for you to be a better leader. You're learning lessons. And, I asked Cammie the other day, I said, I don't know what lesson God's trying to teach me right now whenever my friend decided not to do this anymore. I said, but I know he's teaching me something through this. So everything is a teachable moment. Try to find the good. Sorry. And everything that happens. So I hope I didn't ramble a whole bunch. I hope this was good for y'all.
It was great, Sam.
Yay!
I love it.
It was really
Awesome. So stay the course. Don't give up. Don't quit. Keep pushing forward.
I agree. Did you have any more to say, or do you want me to stop the recording?
You can stop the recording.